Welcome back to GameVault HQ. Today, we're diving into a game that promises to turn your nightmares into an adventure you can't forget. Brace yourself for the Coma 2B Catacomb, a psychological horror that merges spine-chilling storytelling with gut-wrenching moments, leaving you either shaking or completely hooked, or maybe a bit of both. Catacomb is a continuation of the popular The Coma series, and it takes everything we knew and loved from the previous entries, cranks up the tension, and delivers something that's genuinely unnerving. Right from the moment you step into the game's world, you're greeted with an atmosphere that's relentlessly bleak and eerie. The developers have managed to evolve the series into something that feels even more dangerous, with every sound and shadow working to keep you on edge. Playing as Youngho Choi, the stakes are higher than ever. This time, Youngho's journey also involves collecting the pages of Ye-Sol's notes to find a powerful relic sword that could help defeat the vicious sister. Things get complicated as Youngho discovers a huge facility beneath Dokebi Market, and a new character with ties to Ye-Sol enters the mix, adding more twists to the storyline. While the early time loop sequence may feel slow, it effectively sets the stage for Youngho's journey, offering critical insights into the story's depth. One of the most impressive aspects of this game is how it successfully makes every corner of the environment feel like a potential threat. Each hallway, every nook, and every tunnel leaves you with the gnawing feeling that something or someone is watching. The Coma 2B doesn't just rely on cheap jump scares. The inclusion of more Korean voiceovers adds to the immersion, making the eerie environment even more unsettling. The eerie silences, punctuated by whispers, drips, and footsteps, are the kind of moments that stay with you long after you've put the controller down. Gameplay-wise, it's a familiar formula, but with a lot more polish. Trading items in the Dokebi Market adds a layer of strategy, allowing you to gather crucial tools for survival, albeit with some risks. Puzzles are cleverly integrated into the environment, though at times they suffer from unclear instructions and backtracking that can be frustrating. The artwork is as striking as ever. The series' signature hand-drawn style remains intact, creating a beautiful yet terrifying experience. The visual design makes each grotesque creature stand out, particularly the new adversaries introduced in this installment. It's clear that the developers put a lot of effort into creating memorable enemies, each with their own disturbing features that make you want to avoid them at all costs. And let's not forget the catacombs themselves. These dark, winding passageways are truly the star of the game, capturing a sense of hopelessness and foreboding that's hard to shake off. The narrative expands upon what we already knew about the world of the Coma. As a bridge between previous titles, Catacomb deepens the existing lore, exploring the eerie mirror dimension and the connections between Youngho and other characters from the series. We get to see more about Sewa High and its sinister history, which only adds to the chilling lore. Youngho's character development feels more significant in Catacomb. He's not just a scared student trying to survive, he's finding his strength while facing the unspeakable. His journey through the catacombs and encounters with new characters like Ye-Sol add depth to the story. That evolution is conveyed well through the story, especially in the quieter moments where Youngho reflects on his journey. One aspect where Catacomb truly shines is in its difficulty. This isn't the kind of game that holds your hand. Supplies are limited, enemies are relentless, and making it out alive feels like a real accomplishment. This adds an additional layer of tension. You're not just trying to navigate a terrifying environment, you're doing it while being constantly reminded of your own vulnerability. The introduction of more vicious AI and assistant spirits means that you're always on edge, even when not directly pursued by the main antagonists. And unlike many horror games, where enemies eventually become predictable or manageable, Catacomb keeps you guessing right until the end. Of course, it's not without its flaws. Some might find the save system frustrating, as save points are few and far between. This can make the game feel punishing, especially when you're forced to repeat sections after dying. Additionally, the puzzles can be overly difficult due to unclear instructions, leading to frustration. The pacing at the beginning can also feel slow, as Youngho repeatedly experiences a time loop before progressing, which some players may find tiresome. There are also plot inconsistencies, such as Youngho's attempts to help Mina that inadvertently put her in more danger, that can detract from the overall experience. However, this difficulty is part of what makes Catacombs so rewarding. Getting through those moments of despair makes your victories feel well-earned. As for replayability, the Coma 2B Catacomb doesn't feature much in the way of alternate endings or paths, but it does offer collectibles and secrets that might be worth returning for. The game's narrative is gripping enough that you may want to revisit certain parts just to soak in the atmosphere again, though it's fair to say it might not offer enough incentives for multiple full playthroughs. Overall, the Coma 2B Catacomb is a solid entry in the series that hits all the right notes for horror fans. It doesn't shy away from making you feel helpless, and it keeps you in a constant state of anxiety. The atmosphere, sound design, and compelling visuals all come together to create an experience that's hard to forget. If you're a fan of psychological horror that knows how to get under your skin, then this one is absolutely worth your time. We give the Coma 2B Catacomb a score of 7.5 out of 10. Let us know in the comments what you think of the game. Did it freak you out as much as it did us? Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe for more horror game content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.